You guys got signed in Close Casket not too long ago. How did that come about?
Well, obviously we have some friends that are on Close Casket, you know, God's Hate, and basically every band that's on Close Casket, and Justin had been talking to them. Justin runs Close Casket, and he had been talking to them a while, asking about us, and I guess he was into the record, into Scared to Death, and just got my phone number one day. Then he gave me a call. Me and him talked for like 2 hours about like virtually nothing, just like bullshitted, and we fucking talked about hardcore for a while, and just kind of, we felt the same way about a lot of things, and we just, you know, vibed it out and felt each other, so we were just kind of like, it just felt like a fit. It felt like a natural fit with all the bands that are on there, and just Justin himself, and you know, it fucking works out great for us because we love him, and you know, it's great.
Alright, you guys are doing a new LP soon. You do something entirely new, or you gonna just work on the same style and make it?
I mean, I think with any band, like, you know, every record kind of, their style evolves and changes, because when a band puts out the same record twice, no one wants to hear that, really. But, you know, that's not to say that we're, like, straying away from what we do. You know, we're doing the same stuff. I think we're just putting a little bit more of, like, an edge into it, and like, doing things a little bit better, and more what we think is what it should sound like, and things like that. So, I mean, I wouldn't say we're not changing our style or anything like that, but we're definitely, like, moving forward and, like, evolving the style, not, you know, not straying away from it.
What are your major influences as a band?
Well, musically, it's so much. I mean, you can tell, listen to this. I mean, just, like, tons of weird stuff, like, you know, fucking some black metal bands like Marduk and things like that. Like, as weird as it is, you know, bands like that influence us because, you know, we put it into a hardcore perspective, but there is tons of fucking hardcore, like a ridiculous amount of hardcore bands that influences. You know, just to name a few, like Everybody Gets Hurt, or Terror Ave, or even Cold as Life in some aspects, and Agnostic Front in some aspects, and it's just like, we try to pull in everything from, whether it's hardcore, or whether it's fucking black metal, or death metal, or whatever it is. We, you know, our drummer is a huge hip-hop guy. That influences him personally completely, you know what I mean? Like, all the hip-hop he listens to, especially drumming, it influences him for probably everything he writes, honestly.
Alright. You guys covered Ideas and Headhunters a while ago. Are you gonna do any other covers?
I mean, I'm not a big fan of doing covers. They're fun. A cover is fun to do once, twice. Not too much. Like, sometimes we play covers at practice just to kind of mess around and have fun with it. But I mean, we don't have any plans to do any other covers right now. Maybe in the future we will. Maybe we just did 2 covers for a comp coming out on Unbeaten Records. But we covered SOD, Kill Yourself, and Slayer, Read Between the Lies, and we may play one of them. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe somewhere down the line we'll play Kill Yourself. Who knows? We'll see, I guess.
Alright, what's the favorite band you've played with?
Favorite band we've played with? It's hard to say. I mean, we've gotten such fucking cool opportunities to do stuff. Like, we played the most recent, like, Stigmata reunion in Albany, which was awesome, and that's another band that influences us like crazy. So it's, you know, that's awesome that we got to play with Stigmata as many times as we did. But probably the favorite band we played with, I'm gonna say, is probably Behemoth. We played with Behemoth at Metal Fest, and that was awesome. That was really cool. We're all big into Behemoth. Well, not so much Runner, but the rest of us are into Behemoth. And that was probably one of the cooler shows we got to play.
That's cool. What's, like, the worst show you played? Like, you just, like, felt like, I don't want to do this.
I've never felt like I don't want to do this, because it's, even if it's a terrible show, it's still fun for us, and that's what we want to do. And, like, you know what I mean? That's, at the end of the day, that's what matters. I don't care if there's 10 people or 100 people. It don't really matter. But I'd say the most weird show we played a show in Germany in I don't even remember the city, and it was in this small room that was probably smaller than the size of this van, and it was like straight up like 15 people there that I'm not sure. Like, some of them knew all the words and stuff, but it was so small that no one could really do anything. And I was really sick, and it was a weird show. It wasn't the worst, but it was definitely the weirdest. No, the weirdest we played was in the mountains in Poland, but that's a different story.
What's your favorite show then?
Could be the mountains in Poland. I mean, we've played a lot of amazing shows, a lot of cool shows. Both United Bloods were amazing for us. That were real cool to play. But I'll say favorite just for how bizarre it was. We played this town called Nowy Sącz in the mountains in Poland. And it took us even from Warsaw, it took us 7 hours to get there. It was way up there in the middle of nowhere. And when we got there, I asked the guy, what was the last hardcore band that played here that's not from there? And he said Good Clean Fun played there 15 years ago or something like that. And I was like, this is gonna be crazy. And we played, and it was literally 4 people from every possible genre of music were in the pit, going crazy, and it was just so bizarre. I don't even know if anybody even knew who we were, but it was insane, and it was awesome. And then people were pouring beer on me, taking the mic, singing gibberish into the mic. It was awesome. It was definitely probably my favorite show I ever played.
Sounds great. What's your dream show? Make a lineup of any band.
Jeez, that's a rough question. All right, I'm gonna say Cold as Life with Jeff G. 100%. That's there. Shit. I don't even know. Cold as Life with Jeff G is definitely there. Probably say Terror Ave. Everybody gets, honestly, a show like a 2004, 2003 Red Zone era show with all those bands, because that's just the best atmosphere for shows ever. So I would definitely say Billy Club Sandwich, Everybody Gets Hurt, just all Cole's Life with Jeff G, fucking throw Behemoth in there, Behemoth at the Red Zone. Shit, I don't know. There's too many bands to even fucking name for that.
Alright, what's your favorite show that you've been to that you haven't played?
That I haven't played was probably Biohazard and Life of Agony at the Crazy Donkey a handful of years ago. What do you need, Kyle? You need those records?
None,
yeah, probably. Actually, not even probably. Definitely. Life of Agony and Biohazard at the Crazy Donkey.
R.I.P. the Crazy Donkey.
2008 or 9. I don't remember what year it was, but it was insane. It was one of the coolest shows I've ever been to. Life of Agony was amazing. Biohazard was amazing, and it was just just the whole vibe of everything was so cool. It was one of definitely the best show I've ever been to.
What's your favorite Long Island band currently?
Currently?
Yeah.
Alright, I really like Jukai. I like Jukai a lot. I like Regulate a lot. I'm gonna say it's a tie between those two right now. Because Incendiary is always up there on the list, Backtrack. That's always up there. But right now, just because they're newer and fresher in my head, I'm gonna say it's a tie between Jukai and Regulate.
Alright, any shout outs?
Fucking thanks for doing this shit. I hope the show's gonna be awesome. I hope so. Fucking shout out to Disgrace, God's Hate, Twitching Tongues, Closed Casket, Unbeaten Records, Mass Movement Records. Yeah, that's it. Rattel Records. I got nothing else.
Cool. That's it. That's all I got.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome, guys.